Hey, disclaimer, this is a follow-up to my first video on trans slurs, and it will be containing slurs against the queer community, mainly trans, as well as other derogatory terms. So if you are triggered by those, click off. And I just have a little bit of a thing to show everybody, specifically some of the transphobes that have been commenting on my stuff. Say hello to your new transgender gods, motherfuckers! Happy Pride Month! Yeah! Well, howdy ho, everybody. It's me, the basic of the content, and I'm fucking back! How are you all doing? Welcome to fucking part 2, because apparently there's just so many slurs! And I only missed one that I knew of. Everything else in here, I had no fucking idea existed. So, we're gonna be learning a lot of new words, and if I do get anything wrong, please correct me in the comments. Now, before we get into the new slurs, I do want to redo some of this because I do have some changed opinions. So first of all, transvestite, I only put it in C tier because I just personally had never even heard it in context, but now that I've had a lot of you talking about your experiences with it, I've definitely grown to hate it a lot more. So I'll be bumping it up to B tier. So yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I have no idea why the fuck transgenders is so high up. It's so fucking stupid. It's on par with tranny for me. I don't remember putting this up there, but I did. And every time I've rewatched my video, I'm like, why did I put that up there? It's so stupid. It's going down in D tier. And I think that's it. I guess we are gonna be getting into the new slurs, so let's reveal them. Blam! Now, there were a lot more that were commented, but I'm only including a few of them, mainly because a lot of them are just retreading the same stuff, but with different meanings. So, like, for example, Cuntboy, there was stuff like pussy boy, or like dick girl, and it's just like, I don't want to include every single variation of the same insult for, like, different words. So that's why I picked just a few and decided to just hold off on any other stuff. But like, if there's other words you know that are like similar to these, they would probably be ranked in a similar way. So let's get into it. What do we have here first? Trap. Trap is the only one that I actually knew of. It's a pretty popular one, so I'm surprised I did not remember it at all, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's implying that trans women are men, and it's also like, how dare you be so pretty that I'm attracted to you, you fucking man. It's like transphobes are seeing pretty trans women and they're like, what? No, they're not women, they're men. Oh, they're just traps. They're just being pretty so they can trap me and like get me to do gay shit, but I'm not gay. So it's like that kind of attitude. So I think it's kind of funny. I think it's really fucking funny. Yeah, C tier. I go with C tier. It's pretty funny that it's basically just transphobes being too aroused by trans women and they're like, oh. It's really stupid. Now we have Troon and Poon, which are really fucking stupid. I got some really stupid ones from you guys, but from my understanding, Troon is just a mixture of the word trans and goon, and Poon is the trans mask equivalent of that. If anybody says this, they're just dumb. They're a clown. No, I'm sorry. I just insulted clowns. I love clowns, so I'm so sorry to the clown community. But yeah, this is fucking dog shit. This is worse than tranny and transgenders. You can't be fucking serious, right? You can't be fucking serious. And speaking of not being serious, Transformer. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. So yeah, pretty stupid ones here, and I don't have anything else to say about this. It's just really silly words to describe trans people. Now, here we have AGP and AAP, which stands for autogenophile and autoandrophile. I fucking mispronounced both of those probably. If Google is to be believed, AGP is when a man is aroused by the idea of becoming a woman, and AAP is the opposite, so a woman being aroused by the idea of becoming a man. So this is used to be derogatory towards trans people, to say that, oh, your gender identity isn't valid because you're just a man who's getting off on the idea of being a woman, and vice versa. I'd say this is in the same category as like like transsexual for me, where it's like the implication is that it's just a fetish or like a sexual desire. But I'd say it's worse because this is like an actual term, whereas like transsexual is just an outdated term that's now being misused. This is just bad. Like this is the intended use for this. So I'd put it up in A tier because it's just icky is what I would say. Now we got Tim and Tiff, which stands for trans-identified male and trans-identified female. This is used in medical documentation and stuff like that to, again, misgender trans people. So, for example, a trans woman would be identified as trans-identified male, which is just saying a man who thinks he's a woman. And, you know, vice versa for Tiff. In my opinion, this is being used in the same way as like biologically male and female, but worse. So, going in the S tier, I don't like it one bit. 6-7. Next we got faggot. Now, I'm sure you are all very familiar with the word faggot, as it's a slur that originates being against gay men. But it's kind of just as like the term gay has become like an umbrella term for anyone queer. Faggot has kind of just become like an all-encompassing term for all queer people. But it's mainly used against gay men and now trans women by saying, you're not a woman, you're just a gay man. So, you know, using a gay man slur on trans women to call them gay men. We don't like that here, but it's just uncreative, right? Like, you're just reusing, you're just copying homework, not even changing anything. You're straight up copying homework from the gay men. So, C tier for me. Now we have another fucking silly one, Troom. I don't even know what the fuck is happening here. There's like a chain of comments where this was posted and explained. Okay, I've found where the comment is, but I still don't fucking know what it means. It's just silly shit. I don't get it. I don't even know what the fuck this one even means. It's probably fucking some bullshit from 4chan or Twitter or shit like that, or Reddit. But yeah, this is in the same category as fucking Troon, Poon, Tranny, Transformer, shit like that, because it's fucking goofy ass shit. All right, next we got Cuntboy. So I really don't like this. As I mentioned earlier, there were a lot of comments like dick girl, pussy boy, shit like that. So I just kind of picked one which sounded the worst to me and went with that. So this is for trans men, and it's just calling them women again. You know, the same as like ladyboy, she-male, but like the trans man equivalent. So yeah, this is in the S tier for me. I don't like it. But if you're a trans man and have your input to give on this, give me your input. I'd love to hear what you think about Cuntboy. And speaking of trans men, we got another one for them, zipper tits. I saw a few comments about this and looked it up to like, you know, what the fuck does it mean? And it's just meant to be referencing how trans men look after they get top surgery. So I guess tiny point for creativity, but I really don't give a fuck about it. It's just goofy, but like not in the same sense as like just stupid ass shit like this. So like it's got just a tiny inch of creativity. So I'll give it C tier. Then we got I'm so sorry, I'm probably gonna mispronounce this. Traveco? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got a couple comments about this where in Brazil there is a word that is similar to transvestite, which is travesti. I don't know, I'm so sorry. It's an accepted term where it's like trans women there use that term just regularly, and it's not really used in a derogatory way. However, there is this one which has the derogatory suffix eco, which is basically the equivalent of transvestite, but you know, in Brazil. So I'll just fucking put it next to transvestite. Now I have a bit of a surprise, and that is we got a brand new tier. Surprise! So this one I like to call actual dumbass slurs, and this is where we're gonna put hun, which from my research is a slur directed towards trans women from trans women, and it's meant to be referring to trans women who are not cis passing, and I think that is fucking dumb in an extra shitty way than like anything down here, because it's like you're harming your own fucking community, you fucking morons. So this is why hun is gonna be taking its rightful place in the actual dumbass slurs category. On the topic of actual dumbass slurs, we also have Passoid, which is basically the same thing. Hello, it's Editing Z here, just to tell you that I'm a dumbass. I misread the definition while I was recording the video. It means the opposite. It means the opposite of hun. It means a trans woman that passes, but with the derogatory suffix of oid. I don't know what the fuck it means. But the reason it's not going in the D tier, because it's it's just stupid. It sounds so stupid that it's beyond just the D tier tranny, Troom Poon, Tram Troom, and shit like that, because it sounds even stupider. So it's going in the actual dumbass slurs category. Yeehaw. But now we have a few more, but in another twist, we have yet another tier. Let's fucking go. The next term we have is a comment that I saw. It was talking about a parental figure, preferring to call them an abomination against God, and I think that just sounds fucking rad as fuck. So going in the actually kind of rad as fuck category, because this is my fucking tier list, I make the rules. And in the replies to that comment, there was also another one that said corrupting influence, and I think that sounds fucking rad as shit as well. So yeah, let's put those in there. And this one is from a personal story where a friend of mine had an encounter with a customer at work where they were going off about trans people, and the next day they came back and said, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend your transgender gods." I fully adopted this term because it sounds rad as fuck. So there we go, we have the new tier list. Look at it, it's fucking beautiful. I love it. Now, I want to get into why I did all of this, and that is because all of these terms, no matter where they are ranked, well, except for these, of course, all of these are just so fucking dumb. Actual dumbass slurs is where all of these really belong, because they're just shit. They don't mean anything when it's coming from some fuck ass on the internet. There's been a pretty vocal minority in my comment section, and unfortunately my Discord as well, where they were just spamming slurs. And it's like, do you think that did anything? You're just actively wasting your own time. And I want to talk to my trans audience, which I've gained here, and that you are valid. If any of these terms do affect you from the amount of hate that we get online, I understand, because it can get tiring. It is so much hate. That can be hard to deal with, but I just want you to know, no matter what they say, no matter what they think you are, they're fucking stupid. So don't think about them too much, because you're beautiful. You're valid, and I just want to thank all of you for the response that the first video got, because yeah, there were transphobes, but the overwhelming majority of you were so fucking positive. Look at this, 97.2% like to dislike ratio, 2,062 likes and 60 dislikes. Isn't that amazing? I thought it was gonna be way more hate considering how many views it got, but no. And if you read through the comments, I tried to read every single one, but at a certain point it got a little too big, so I've for sure missed some. But I just want to thank all of you for the overwhelming positivity that everyone has given me. I hope this was a fun video. I think I was a little less energetic in this one, but oh well. And finally, I want to give thanks to my best friend Sharky, who is the person who's drawing my avatars. Go check out their channel, and I think by the time this comes out, we should have a video on their channel as well, where we are reading the comments of the first video and goofing around. And it's also the time lapse of them drawing this current model that you're looking at. So if you want to see the process of that, go check out that video and subscribe and like. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to end this. I think I kind of got everything I wanted to say out of my system. So if you like my personality, I'll be doing more videos, but they're not going to be about trans slurs, because this was a one-off video and I'm fucking done. I only made part 2 because there was just so much more. If there's any other slurs, just put them in the comments and talk about them yourself. Make your own lists. If you want to see more from me, you're not going to see more of this, but you're going to see more of me just talking about music and other shit that I like. So see you later, everyone. I don't have a fucking outro.